Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome to Rain Street. I am Rain. So we're back with another Rain and Ramen. I think I'm gonna do this as its own separate thing since it's kind of like a mukbang type series, but this is another Rain and Ramen. I'm so excited to eat ramen. My sister made this. It is very good, very good. Um, it is the 12th today. I was actually supposed to film yesterday. It's February 12th, 2023, and I got home, like me and my parents and my sister went to breakfast at IHOP, which I still have some lemonade left, and then we went to the flea market. I could. And then we went to the hair store, and then we went to, me and my sister came back home with my parents, and then we left again to go to the shoe department in the mall and stuff because she's going to a military ball and she needed shoes for that. But I was tired by 3:30, 4 o'clock. So she dropped me off back at home and she was like, I'll just go to the next place by myself, since she ended up not finding shoes when it was just me and her. And I slept from when I got home, which was like 5 something, 6 o'clock maybe, till 7 a.m. So it's the 12th today. And I slept for 18 hours. I was just very tired. I have been sleeping a lot lately and I have to regulate that. It's probably because of low vitamin D. I take my vitamin D pills and stuff for my MS, but I don't really keep track of that and I don't take it as regularly as I should. But it's probably low vitamin D, and my older sister just told me to try B12 pills. So I'm going to try to get that regulated because I have been sleeping more and more and more. I'm just very tired. But we're going to do a random ramen of me eating some ramen and talking to you guys again. And yeah. As you can see from the past videos, I've been doing a lot. I went to the studio for the first time. That was so freaking fun, y'all. It was amazing. I'm gonna be filming a live recording with that particular artist. I sing background for her. Never thought I would be considered an artist in my life. A professional, if you want to call it that. I never thought I would be a professional singer in my life, but the fact that I am is amazing. I don't know when this is going up, but the community choir that I sing with is actually singing on the 26th of February, and it's called the Calvary, because we do multiple concerts every year, but it's only like 3 or 4 every year, 3 max I think. And I'm singing the 26th for that, and I'm supposed to be going on a date with my best friend tomorrow. But yeah, those are like the plans that I have for February. I didn't think February was going to be booked, but it is. Well, I know what I want to talk about today. So I was in a relationship with who I feel is the love of my life. We decided to take a break because long distance is extremely hard. And so we haven't been dating or anything. And so I don't know how I feel about that. Give me your opinions in the comments, because maybe I'm feeling some type of way, but I don't know if I have any emotions about it because it was a mutual agreement. There was a lot of communication issues, and I'm going to therapy and everything, and I feel like being misunderstood is one of my highest qualms about humanity. Like the fact that it's so hard for people to understand each other is so, it's annoying. Like I try to take into account that everyone is raised different. Everyone doesn't have the same capabilities as each other. We've all been through different things in life, so it wouldn't be just easy for people to be able to communicate. But the fact that like when you're trying to, and you're running into error after error after error, is so annoying. And then it just makes me feel like, okay, well, we're not compatible. I don't want to be a stepping stool for anybody or their life. So maybe we should like, but give me your opinions on that. I'm not going to go into in depth of what is going on, but it's a communication issue. So if you have any advice, leave it down below. And another topic, I feel as if I'm moving at a rapid pace right now. I can't even eat the shrimp. I think she said that you gotta peel it. So hold on before I take this bite with me. Ow, it's hot. Come on, tail. I don't wanna eat. But yeah, I feel as if there's this issue that I've been made aware of about myself, and that is I hate being misunderstood. I feel like it's so simple to get caught up in this. I'd say I have been caught up in this cycle of I'm not putting in the effort anymore, which is not healthy. But it just feels like it's always been a me doing the pushing to get understood, that I'm just over it. Like I'm over people not really understanding what I'm trying to say. And it's not even an issue of like, oh, I'm blunt, like this is just how I come. It's more of a, I'm trying to say this 3 or 4 times and in different ways, and you're still not getting it. So now I'm just not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just not. And so it's not even in just the relationship thing. It's been happening in friendships, family dynamic. Like at this point, the silence is becoming more and more like I'm not saying nothing no more. Because if it's that hard for I know that's like a, well, if nobody can understand you, like it's your fault. Like I get that. Like I'm not as well spoken as I think. That's why I always take the effort to try to say it 3 or 4 different ways. But I'm tired of doing that. Like I'm tired. So it just feels like that's where I'm at right now, and I'm okay with it. Like if I'm gonna be alone, okay, like I'm good with that, because it's just tiring. It's hot. It's good though, but it's hot. But I don't want to talk about that anymore, because it just feels like I'm just going to be talking to myself about it too much. But yeah, I'm going on a date with my best friend for Valentine's Day. I'm hoping all goes well with that. I love her so much. Like, she's one of the people that I consider to be like my soulmate. Like I was meant to meet her, because we met in like 4th grade. Because I moved from Miami to North Carolina when I was 7. Yeah, 7. Came to where my grandparents live. We lived with my grandparents for a while, and we stayed with them for like 2 years. So 4th and 5th grade, I was at my grandparents, and I met her in 4th grade. I remember playing on the playground with her, and like I was just in awe of her, even at a young age, and it was just like, yay. And then I think it was her aunt, babysat on the street where my grandparents was. She had like a daycare, and so she would go over there sometimes, and we would end up playing like during the summer and stuff like that on that road that my grandparents stayed on. And it was a lot of us that just, they're gonna be friends for life because we all just was on that road. And yeah, I ended up moving in 5th grade. I started having the seizures and stuff like that from my MS in 8th grade, when I was 11. And then she reached out on Facebook and asked my mom about me when all that was happening, because I would stay in the hospital a lot, and they were trying to figure out what was going on with me. So my mom would put updates on Facebook on like what's going on and asking for prayers and stuff like that. And she reached out on Facebook, and my mom told her everything's fine, but thank you. She's thankful that you're asking about her and stuff like that, which I was. And then this whole time, like from 5th grade to college, we were separate. We did not talk to each other on a regular basis. So her reaching out was very like, oh, she's thinking of me. And then in college, we went to the same college. We stayed in the same dorm freshman year. And it's been like, she's been my ride or die ever since. And I have a group of friends that me and her, is 4 of us. Wait, it's 5 of us. It's Amani, Jada, Amira, Corinthia, and me. It's 5 of us. These are my friends for the rest of my life, I feel like. We have a group chat together and we check in on each other and stuff like that. And it's just me and Mani are closest to each other, and we get to hang out more often because of jobs and stuff like that. So she's who I'm always with when it's not the 5 of us. And the older I get, the more I'm like, this is my person. I love her so much. So we're going on a date the 13th, not the 14th, for Valentine's Day, and I'm excited because I just love spending time with her and love spending time with my friends in general. It helps me get out the house. It helps my mental health being around people who love me and I love them, and it's not forced or anything like that. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. So that, what else is going on? So, because I've been like writing so much, and I feel like I watched somebody on TikTok talk about this, where they were like, when you start doing it more, it doesn't become easier, but you're perfecting that craft. And because I feel like I'm starting to write more songs, even though they're not technically all finished, it's becoming more of a habit for me to hear music in my head and want to write, which I'm in love with, y'all. Like, it's such an impactful thing to me when I was like, I suck at this, and now people on TikTok are hearing my songs and they actually like it and favorite it and comment on it and stuff like that, and they're like, this is beautiful, and this is like this and this and this, and I'm like, oh, so I can actually write some things, like, even if it's not technically entire songs and stuff like that. It's still a gift that I feel like God put in me, and to see it like actually happening for me is so beautiful, and it makes me so happy. Right, what are some of the habits, or some of the some of the hobbies that you guys are into that you see yourself doing for the rest of your life, or you like are enjoying, and like it's becoming something that you're like, oh yeah, I love this? Because I started crocheting too, and it's just something that like so much time passes when I'm doing it, but it's like oh, this is a skill that I could like make little dolls for children I may or may not have, or children I may adopt, or something like that. It just makes me happy to be learning new things about myself. The older I get, you can still be learning about yourself. figuring out who you are. Because I feel like I'm going to still be learning stuff about myself at 40. If the Lord don't come before then. Even when we're talking about the Lord, the stuff that's going on in the world, I'm like, not shocked. Anybody else, please tell me, are you shocked about anything that's going on right now? Because I'm really not. Anytime I see the news or see something happening on the news, I'm like, yeah. Because one thing about it is, I hate to say it like this, but I don't know how else to say it. Humans suck. Like, we've seen over time that humanity does not have a grasp on how to be good. Like, we have good people, but the majority of us, sorry to say, but the majority of us are not good people. And I'll even say that I'm not necessarily good. Like, there's things that I could be doing better and I choose not to because the human in me is like, I'm too lazy, or I don't want to, or I don't put in the effort. And I think that's why I tried, or I'm trying to better myself. Like, it's been a journey. Like, I became aware of the bad things. More aware, I'll say, because I always knew that I wasn't the necessarily nicest person or the best human. Because I feel like, even though I have classmates that say I wasn't, I specifically, looking back on memories in my mind, feel like I was a bully. I really feel like that. Like, I was a bully in high school. I feel like I was a liar. I just feel like I wasn't the best person. But you don't know how others perceive you, because when I talk to other people that I went to high school with or middle school with, they're like, you are so nice. And I'm like, a lot of things in my brain are a blur. And when I'm unpacking what happened in life, I see a lot of bad in me. And it's astonishing to see that people were like, you were so nice in high school, you were so nice in middle school. And then when I'm looking back, because I'm unpacking the bad in me and trying to do better with her, I don't see that good or nice person, even though I'm better now. Like, I was very violent in school. I lashed out a lot, and it's crazy to me that I wasn't. The brain is amazing. Like, it really blocks out stuff. Like, I was aware I was doing it in the time, but I'm more aware of how impactful it was now. And even though I can't necessarily remember the faces or the names of people I may have done that stuff to, I still want to formally apologize and say sorry and be like, I'm trying to be better. But I don't know, that's necessarily for me. They might reach out one day and I'll have the chance to say it, but I don't know. I'm telling you, being an adult is crazy, because it's just making me more aware of, like, if I have children, how I wouldn't want them to be like me. I want them to be nice humans and be empathetic and caring and everything, but I don't necessarily want them to be like me, which is crazy to say. I need another napkin from the thing because that one got dirty. But yeah, today's topics were all over the place. I feel like they lined into each other. But yeah, that's all of what I'm thinking about right now. Ramen is becoming like this sit-down thing. This is only the second time I'm doing this, but it's becoming like this sit-down thing that I'm like, let's talk about some things that are going on. And I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying these, because yeah, I know everybody does this stuff. Everybody wants to have a platform where they can talk. But to me, it's more like a diary, so I can look back and see myself and see what still needs to be worked on, what I still need to change about myself. Because yeah, I'm trying to be a whole different me by the time I am where I want to be in success. Like, yes, I want to sing. Yes, I want to let the word of God reach people, but I also can't be like people. I have to be more like Jesus. And because he's caring and kind and compassionate, slow to anger, has self-control, I need all those things. So there's things that I have to work on still. And I'm so proud of myself for actually becoming aware of what's wrong with me, instead of just being like, well, I'm okay. Whatever I say to people is alright. No. You need to be kind because Jesus was kind. You need to have self-control because Jesus had self-control. You can't be sitting here saying that you're this good, faithful, God-fearing woman if you can't even give yourself away to God and give all those bad things away and change habits and stuff like that. So that's what Ramen and Ramen, it's going to be me holding myself accountable to be better and talking about things that I'm doing that need to be done better and stuff like that. I'm making a mess, but I just don't want to have to keep digging in here and peeling these. So I'm going to do this last one and then eat some more. Yeah. I'm glad that some people out here are trying to better themselves. And I think this whole conversation, because by the end of this I have learned something. I don't think, like, I have been single for like 7 years. I don't think that I am ready for stuff like that right now. Even though it's been 7 years, it's probably gonna take 10, and I need to quit thinking that it's gonna happen quickly, because if I'm just now being aware of how much I suck, yeah, therapy's great for that. So you don't suck and go into it and bring it into a relationship. Because my family doesn't really say it anymore, neither do my friends, but my significant other is still saying that I'm not being the best listener, not being, like, they don't feel safe with me. So why would I be allowed a relationship if I can't allow my significant other to feel safe? Like, just best to be alone, which I'm okay with. Like, even though I'm bringing it up, I'm okay with it, y'all. Trust me. I'm in no rush. I want to be as centered and close to God as I can be, and if a relationship is going to distract me from that, I don't need to be in one. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Ramen and Ramen episode. I'm hoping to do more of these. I love you guys so much. I'm going to see you in the next video. I don't know what that video is going to be, but I'm excited. Hope you are. Peace out, y'all.